Honest, like when Donald Trump says Mexico's not sending their best. Okay, you think England sent their best? The hell? Like, y'all like that? Look, the people say my family came over on the Mayflower. All right, shh. Why are you bragging, Buttercup? That is not. I don't know who was on the Mayflower, but I know who wasn't. The king. The king was not on the Mayflower. Nobody the king wanted to keep around was on the Mayflower. But we have this fictional narrative. It's almost like we believe sometime around 1642 there was a British father somewhere in England that got his family together around the fireplace in the morning and said, all right, here's the thing. I know we're doing pretty well. We got this big castle. We got all this gold. I know it's brilliant, right? It's fantastic. We were at the King's Palace last week. Kids, you remember you played with his children out in the garden. Wasn't that great? Yeah, I know, it was amazing, wasn't it? It was great. Listen, that's all fine and good, but Daddy has an idea. My idea is as follows. Keep up, please, keep up. Gather all your things. Not all of your things. We have a lot of things because we're doing really well. We're rich. We're powerful. Just gather up like a basket full of stuff, and we are going to get on a big boat. And by that, I mean a rickety old ship. Like, I don't even know if it's seaworthy. Like, it might sink. We might drown, get eaten by sharks, get robbed by pirates, get scurvy, die a horrible, miserable death on the open ocean. However, and this is the important part, it will be an adventure. So what do you say? That didn't happen, right? The winners didn't get on the boat. The winners had no reason to leave. And you know what? There's no shame in that. There's no shame at all in having been the losers. In fact, let me tell you something. There's something quite beautiful about the losers saying, we're done with losing and we're going to rebel against that and try to carve out a new life. But you know what? It's every bit as beautiful when folks in Mexico do it, and Guatemala do it, and Sri Lanka do it, and Vietnam do it, and Nigeria do it.
Coming from a galaxy near you, this is Brothers in Booze. And here are your hosts, Greg Washington and Doug Ziegler.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy all that good stuff.
Yep, Happy Hanukkah, yeah, all the holidays.
All of them.
All.
Yeah, this is where we are. All lives matter, you. Yep. And all holidays. I'm sorry, all holidays.
All holidays, matter. You. Yeah.
All holidays matter. And on that note, Doug, this matters for sure.
Ooh.
You ever have this one?
Yes. It's delicious.
Okay, and then I gotta pour it hard, right? Or not all over myself, right?
Don't pour it in a glass, not all over yourself. Yes.
Right. But I gotta pour it hard though, right? Like, or
well, you're supposed to. It's a nitro.
Okay.
You know how this works, Greg.
I shouldn't I?
You would think so. After all these years, right?
You would hope. You would really hope.
Oh, look at that. That looks lovely.
Doug, this is wonderful.
Yep.
It's creamy. It's nice. It has that nice little accent of chocolate, for sure. Coffee, for sure. Obviously, it's a nitro coffee, cold brew. But the coffee's not too much. It's really, really subtle in the background. Again, I get coffee. I'm sorry, I get chocolate out of this. Let's see, beer with coffee and natural coffee flavors. I'm getting chocolate a lot, man. And that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah.
We know how our palate works. Sometimes, each palate is different as far as the assertion that they feel with the mouthfeel, but also with the taste sometimes. So this is really, really nice. Shout out to everybody who's watching our Christmas little episode here.
Solstice.
Well, we're going to
Solstice.
dig into that, but before that, we'll dig into Doug. What you got?
All right, so I'm doing a Christmas.
So
I'm doing
good.
a Christmas
So good.
theme beer. So I got my Great Lakes barrel aged Christmas ale. Ta-da!
That's
Uh,
beautiful. Beautiful.
It's ale with spices and honey aged in bourbon barrels.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
think they mentioned which bourbon barrels,
Yes.
so
Who cares?
who cares?
Who
Whatever.
gives a fuck? Right? I've
We'll
never
do
had
it
the
live.
barrel. Well, right, and the Christmas version is. I mean, that's a classic.
Mhm.
I used to hunt for that every year.
Apparently, I
I've
poured that a bit
never
aggressively.
had the barrel age though, so kudos to that. Damn.
Look at that.
All
Though.
right.
I didn't even pour that super aggressively. And look how much that's going to have to set for a second before I try it. So, yes, I am. I am the milk to your coffee, Greg.
Yeah, I didn't get much coffee. Yeah. It's not punching you in the face, Pepper. And you know what? Like, when you see cold brew, you almost kind of get that feel that like, okay, this is gonna hit me over the head with the coffee. Because cold brew can do that if you don't water it down, or you know what I mean, put a little sugar or cream in it or whatever.
Yep.
Cold brew will hit you over the head. So yeah, Jeff, I'm with you. And I like that. I like that aspect of it. I'm a big coffee person. I could take that punch of coffee, but to be approachable, I don't think you want to be punching coffee like I want it. So
Yeah.
this is really, really good. Really, really good. What's
So,
up with yours, Doug?
so this reminds me a bit of if you have Mad Elf without the cherries. That's what it reminds. So if you don't like the medicinal taste of that cherry flavor, that is what that reminds. Look at the color of it. It's almost the exact same color, but it's just honey and spices. It's a little bit sweet. Got that nice. It's almost, they don't mention. I guess one of the spices should be nutmeg because I'm definitely tasting nutmeg in it. But it's a Christmas ale. That makes sense. Bourbon aging is there. Not on the nose, but it's definitely on the palate. But not like it's like a subtle hint of barrel aging. This is 8% ABV, so yeah, this is really good. I wish I would have gotten. I got this when I was in Ohio. I wish I would have gotten more of it, and that way I could send some to you because I have some stuff to send to you. I've been lazy and haven't done it.
Yeah, I want that barrel aged Christmas ale. Yeah. We gotta. Yeah. I got on a new. Yeah, and I got on new Glarus and Giant Germans. We know how this goes. This is a simple thing here.
Which is funny is the limited amount of New Glarus that I've had compared to the limited amount of Giant Jones I've had. I prefer Giant Jones. I just love their stuff.
They got that wheat wine out now, Doug. Again.
I know.
It's those ladies are. Okay, you already know.
Yep.
I know that would be the first place that you would visit when you come here. You would demand to go there.
Yeah, like I want to try to, but more than that, I want to meet Jessica and Erica. That actually would be more important to me, just so I could meet them and talk. And Mary, I've never met her in person.
I know, man. I'm telling you.
I guess I got to make a trip out to Wisconsin. Apparently.
Yeah. Yes, you do. Yes, it was. JHG. It's fantastic. In fact, oof! Look at that. That's it. It's over.
Well, that's the only crappy part about nitros is like you don't really get a full glass of beer because they have to do the nitro bit. So you just get. But man, it's so good.
But you drink it so fast that like it doesn't.
Yeah, you're like, damn, this is good.
Right. I'm telling you, it's that cream aspect, and then that it takes the carbonation out of it, so then it kind of comes off flat, but it doesn't matter actually. I don't know. These things are great. Yeah, GHG, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, happy Christmas Eve or something. But yeah, so let's just jump in. Daniel says solstice, and I agree. We just welcome to our Christmas show, y'all. We wanna do I need to add some Here, y'all. So Christmas stories, Doug. I love the setting is so. I'm so enthralled by it.
Yeah.
So we want to tell some Christmas stories, maybe y'all share some Christmas stories, spread some cheer. I'll start by saying, we want to talk traditions too. So if y'all want to put any in the comments or y'all would like to share any of that, that would be wonderful. One of the things that we celebrate in my house is winter solstice, which was yesterday. And we give gifts on winter solstice. We try to give practical gifts that you could use. My son's got a pair of ear pods. I got one of those shower speaker things, so now I can listen to my Twitter Spaces in the shower. Not sure if that's good or not.
With your shower beer?
With my shower beer, so I can hang out in there. Apparently that's what you do, I guess, or something. So my boys worked yesterday, and by the time they got home, lady in the house was asleep. So we did our presents literally 15 minutes ago. So we do winter solstice gifts, and then we also do gifts on Christmas. But Christmas are those like gifts that you want. They're the lavish gifts. They're the
big gifts.
And sometimes sometimes the bigger gifts are more practical, if that makes sense. But those are the video games and the stuffed plushies and the dumb things that you have on your wish list. I don't know if y'all have wish lists, but that's what we do here. So there will be gifts on Christmas, and there will be gifts. There were gifts today, and it was fun. And it was great. We give ornaments too on winter solstice.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
then you can put them on the tree. Because then some people are trying to rip the tree down the day after Christmas, but maybe we can talk about that later. But but yeah, that's one of my traditions is winter solstice. We introduced this a couple years ago because we kind of both had a little disdain over Christmas and how it's kind of forced on you and you have to deal with it, and it's so monetized and all that. So we created another day that we gave gifts to be monetized, Doug. So I don't know how that makes any sense.
Well, you monetize you monetize one that is not really a monetized one. So maybe you're just kind of doing that, I guess. I don't know. I think it's cool. I do.
Yeah. Celebrating science. I got a James Webb ornament from one of my sons. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. It's right up my alley too.
I know that is all up in your alley.
Yeah, we also got a Neil deGrasse Tyson book for the house. So that's very sciencey. So yeah. Doug. So do you do anything for solstice, or do you have any Christmas traditions that y'all do, or any of that?
Yeah. Well, before I get into the traditions, I just have a really quick thing about solstice that was really super interesting. So a number of years ago, Jill and I, our vacation was in Scotland and Ireland. In Ireland, we went to a place called Newgrange, which is a settlement that was built by humans basically underground with rocks, and then they covered it with dirt and grass. And they built it so well that there's never been rain that has gotten inside of it. That's how well they engineered that stuff. Now, the really super interesting thing about that is there is a walkway to get into the main part of it is like, it goes like this, like it's snakes. But they engineered it so there is, when winter solstice hits at a certain hour, sunlight comes directly into that main chamber through a series of small openings. And I'm just like, those fucking people, that was 5,000 or 6,000 years ago, and they engineered that shit. That's fascinating. But when you said solstice, I just thought of that, and I was like, I just thought that was fascinating because that's kind of what they celebrated back then. As far as solstice, yeah, maybe it was luck. Sure. Yeah, I am sort of not a person who kind of celebrates a specific day around this time. I just kind of generally like the holidays. I'm not religious, so there's not that. My wife is very much into solstice. So we don't really exchange gifts or anything like that. And we had a pretty bit of a somber solstice. We had a friend of ours, unfortunately, take their own life a couple of days ago. And that was, kind of put a damper on everything. But we're getting past that. But solstice, I love just because, like I said, it's science based. It's when the seasons turn, when you change from from here on out, all the days get longer, where you get more sunlight, and I really really appreciate that. Other than some sort of arbitrary day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as traditions, do you guys do the thing like you're doing it on solstice? We usually, when our kids are here, and that's a lot harder nowadays that our kids are older, we would have them open one present on Christmas Eve. And yeah, thank you, Jeff. But we
one gift on Christmas Eve.
That's what we would do, and it would not be like the big gifts, like you said. It's just like, you pick a gift, not this. But we would let them do that, and that was kind of a tradition. One of the things we give our kids every year is there's these things that are I'm trying to remember who makes them, but there are these chocolate like orbs, and they're chocolate orange. So when you get them, you smash them so they break into bits, and you eat them, and they're delicious. And I'll see if I can find one here in a minute, but I think extras, but they are awesome. That is a tradition. All of our kids love them. So like I said, because we're a blended household, it's kind of hard to have like a lot of traditions, because we have so many times where our kids are between custody arrangements and all that stuff. It's been hard. Now that our kids are older, it's hard because they're all over the place. So like I said, one of the things we've done a couple of years in a row now is instead of making like turkey or ham, we make prime rib. That's my cheat day for red meat. So that's how I do it.
On Christmas?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
do you do anything special on Christmas Eve?
No, not really.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I said,
So it's another day?
It's another day. Like I said, it's a little hard because between custody and all that stuff.
Oh, it depends on what the kids are doing. Okay, gotcha.
Or if we have custody commitments where they had to be somewhere, and
right.
That's a crummy part about being a blended family is you don't always get kind of the set up traditions for your holidays.
Sure. So you're really playing it by the fly almost every year, is what it sounds like. So then it's hard. So then it's hard to set down some like traditions besides, hey, we're going to get together. And a lot of people are like that, Doug. I'm not trying to diminish your experience, of course, but I would say that a lot of people go through this, with the wave of, people not feeling that they have to be married to the same person the whole time. I'm not even trying to go down that rabbit hole, but, so for us, Christmas and Christmas Eve kind of blend together. They're kind of 2 days, and then we just kind of like split it in half. So my point is that like we usually give out our gifts like late Christmas Eve, and then the boys stay up all night playing their video games or whatever they're doing, and then they wake up like at noon, and then we usually I like to go out to eat at Chinese on Christmas. I think of it as very defiant. As in, like, everybody's like doing everybody's doing the traditional ham, prime rib, you know what I mean? All that great stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's great. But then I like to just go and say, I want Chinese. But so then what we do, Doug, though, we do roll the traditional one back to Christmas Eve. So then we'll have steak and lobster is what we're going to do this year. But this year we kind of flipped it. I think we're going to do, it's not set in stone yet, but I think we're going to do the steak and lobster on Christmas. Well, we don't want to. So the thing about it, Doug, is we don't want to cook on Christmas. Do you we just want to like sit around and just play video games all day and just do dumb shit. Like, so no one wants that commitment. But now that all four of us cook, one of us just takes a dish, and then we just all do it pretty much easy. So someone will do the steak, someone will do the lobster, someone will do the baked potato, and then we either make a dessert or we just get like. We love Perkins for pie. They
make good pies,
and it's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like Zach loves. I bet you. What is that Cheesecake Factory place? That bougie, like right? But those are $11. Yeah, it's $11 a slice. Like yeah. Right. It's $11 a slice, dog. What the fuck? So I justify that by saying, hey, it's it's Christmas, so. Yeah, we could pay $11 a slice, but I'd rather pay $4. So, So we usually get like some, you know what I mean? Like, so like to take off the whole dishes thing and the whole, someone being in the kitchen the whole day. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to do that unless everybody's helping, You usually want to be, especially in your case, Doug, where, you're not around your kids 24/7. You really want to have that time where you can just sit around and just bullshit with them and not having to be doing dishes and all that. So there is that whole thing. Yes, these are first world Christmas problems, y'all. And God damn it, I'm going to bitch about them today. So having Chinese food on Christmas is a Jewish what to do on Christmas thing. Yeah. Yep. And
they were onto something there. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah. What? I don't even know what he's talking about there.
He's referring to he tuned into the Cult Bar when we did the Twin Flames documentary, and he tuned in. So he's.
You got broken glass in your salad. Shit. Oh, that's horrible. And yes, Zach, if it's a shithole, it's an overpriced one. So that's. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever gone there and eaten there. But we did order the pies the one year, because we went to the website and we're like, whoa, look at all these pies. It was great. But then, well, look, he's just mad.
I don't blame you. If my wife got fucking broken glass in her salad, I'd be fucking heated about that place too. I'd be like, we're never going there again. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that's actually a legit outrage that Zach has for once.
For sure.
For what? This is the first time, right, Doug?
Once.
Yeah. So, outside of that, Doug, I don't even really have. So, a Christmas story of past for me, and I don't know if you have one to share. If anybody wants to share, please use the comments. We will show them all. But Doug, I really don't have any like funny, or I was thinking about it, good or even bad Christmas stories. My parents and my mother and my grandparents really protected our Christmas, and by that I mean, like, it wasn't Christmas. Thanksgiving was the day that we had to deal with the crazy uncle, but Christmas it seemed like they pared that down. Like, if people had, like, and especially in our family, of course, or even adjacent friends or close friends to the family or neighbors or any of that, if we had any like beef or anger or any kind of conflict going on, like, they weren't around on Christmas. They were around on Thanksgiving, but they weren't around on Christmas. So it seemed like, whether it was pointed or whether they did it or not, like, my family just definitely avoided the drama of Christmas. So I don't have any good stories or bad, or I just it's one of those things, Doug, where the fact that I don't have any memories is a good thing, if that makes sense. Like, because they're not bad. And you know what I mean? Sometimes things can just be routine and good enough that you don't remember it because it's just so, you know what I'm saying? So It's not a bad thing I don't have any like good memories. I attribute it to being a good thing because it's just not drama and it's just another day, but we all do enjoy each other, have fun. You know what I mean? There's no fighting. There's no like, oh, this uncle's coming over, we're gonna have to deal with him and his Trump MAGA shit. No. It doesn't work that way in my house. It never did. So we've kept this tradition in my house now. So do you have any I'm gonna go run and get my second beer because I don't know how long we're gonna be hanging out, y'all, but we will hang out tonight. But we Doug and I want to kind of jump off a little early because it's the holiday season. And so anything, Doug, I'm gonna ask you a question and I'm a dip, but that's not because I don't want to hear you. It's because I'm gonna go get my second beer. Anyway, Doug, any stories from year, or is there a way that you want to tell people, not tell people, but like, is there any way that you feel Christmas should be run or Christmas should be approached? And even if, maybe even if there's sad times, like I think you and your family are kind of going through. So I'll let you speak on that. Unless you have comments that you want to show, and you can do that too.
Yeah.
Let's see you over there too.
Yeah. I will start with, there's a Raising Cane's controversy over here because Zach was talking about, because he went there and it was like crazy expensive.
Chicken fingers and fries, Zach.
Yeah.
They're good chicken fingers and fries, though. They're good. It's good.
Well, apparently Jerry Richard thinks they're trash too. And then we had Jeff Tepper being like, I thought about you the next day when I spent $20. Jeff just fucking throwing salt in the wound for poor Zach.
Right. Oh wait, Dave's hot chicken, is that good though, Tepper? Because that just came up here and I didn't fuck with it yet.
Well, we'll find out. Jeff, let us know.
Look, Doug, just reading about it feels bad on the heart. So I'm not.
Yeah. That's the thing is like, both of us have to be real. Like you have to eat like, alfalfa sprouts and fucking drink water all day to just be able to have a couple chicken fingers.
Right.
But, yeah.
That just sounds, Dave's hot chicken. It sounds fabulous. Don't get me wrong, but it sounds like bad news for us.
Yeah. Jerry. Yeah. So go ahead. Jerry was talking about chicken tenders are made of gold. Yeah, Chris saying he enjoys the holidays more than he's out of retail. And I agree with Jeff here. He was talking about how the NBA is another Christmas thing, but they ruined it by going away from special uniforms when they had the really cool, fun uniforms for Christmas days. That was fun. Zach giving me some incentive to share my Christmas stories.
Hold on. No, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go back to this one real quick. Watching the NBA on another Christmas thing. By going away from the special uniforms. Yeah. But man, they got bangers. The matchups are always bangers though, Jeff. You have to admit that. And that's even they always put they always have, the good people on. They always have LeBron, Steph, KD.
They got the big names.
Yeah, the people we want to see are always on. I'm sorry, Doug. Keep going down those comments, please.
Yeah, so and then here's Zach's bitching about Raising Cane's. He said they really oversell the size of their tenders. Really? Wow.
2 people for $36. I hope you got a drink with that shit. Wow.
Jeff says Dave's is good, so he recommends it. So if that came up near you, maybe you have to, like I said, eat light for 2 days and then go have some chicken.
And then split a meal. Right.
Yeah.
You even have to split one, huh?
Yeah, Santa will not be visiting Draymond Green this year. Fucking Draymond.
We're not going down that rabbit hole.
Okay, look at that, Greg. Dave's tenders are huge. 2 is fine for him. He can eat 2 chicken tenders, and that's enough.
Okay. So if I can eat 1, that sounds good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yes. What do you got for us, Manny?
What are you doing, Manny? Regale us. All right. So I will tell you one Christmas story. It's not a huge story. I was the oldest, so I had 2 younger brothers. So I knew when Santa wasn't real and all that shit. And then I had to keep the secret from my brothers, which I was happy to do. I was not the kind of like, fuck those kids. I wasn't doing that to my brothers. But one year I decided that I was going to try to sort out, all right, what am I getting for Christmas? Because I was always a kid that I didn't want to know. And then one year I just decided I was going to figure it out. My parents would hide everything in the basement and cover it with stuff. And I went into the basement and I found out what I got. And it was the worst Christmas I ever had when I was a kid because I knew everything I was getting and I fucking hated it. I don't know. Did you go and look for your presents for Christmas?
When I was young. Hell yeah.
No, I didn't. And then one year I did.
Hell yeah.
And I think I was 9 or 10, and I decided to go look, and I found it. And I got a 10-speed bike, which I've been wanting, so I could just fucking drive every fucking where. Yeah. And I was like, yes. And then Christmas, I was like, this sucks. I know what I'm getting. Like, I was just so disappointed. Like, it was terrible.
So you ruined your own Christmas.
Right? Yes, I ruined my own Christmas because I was fucking nosy.
You were
we got a hot take from Jerry about chicken before we go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's on point. That is so on point. Right. Yeah, Manny, what's up? What's the go-to morning cereal? Mm-hmm. What's up, Manny?
Yeah, give us a cereal. Give us a Christmas cereal update. Like, what do you got, man?
Right. Yeah.
Man, there's so many comments flying in. I can't keep up.
Yeah, this is one of our largest audiences of the year.
Yeah.
Christmas, man. What is everybody home? And what are y'all doing at home? Are y'all like Did y'all get all that wrapping done? Did y'all do that shit, Doug? Where you at with the wrapping? Did you get it done?
Oh, we know we aren't even close. So, because here's the thing, like, so we have one kid who will be here for Christmas Day. Two are at their at my ex-wife's, and the other one moved to Colorado, and we already gave him all of his presents. So, like,
oh wow,
so
okay,
I don't have a lot to wrap. So,
okay. So, wait, did we say this one year? My sister and I got up early and opened every present.
I bet they were. I'd have been like,
but how do you get mad at them on Christmas? Oh, y'all are assholes, Chris. Y'all are assholes for that one.
Y'all are assholes for that one.
Doug, what would you do if that was your kids? Oh my God, I would kill them. I don't even. Well, I don't.
I'm
know.
not sure. I wouldn't kill them.
Too.
You know what? I would be mad for a second,
them,
and then I'd be like, "Well, don't fucking do that again." And then I'd go in a corner and I'd laugh for a bit because I don't want them to see me laughing because I feel like that was funny, but don't do that again.
Right. We have Amazon boxes and he doesn't care. Here's your present. Don't. That's one way to do it.
Feel the love.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yes, Jerry. Yes.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry, what are you drinking, by the way?
Yeah.
We always love to hear that. Love to always hear that.
Yeah, you always got the good shit from Texas and all that stuff that we can't get.
Make any special holiday stuff like breweries do?
I
saw one Christmas. What was it? Christmas Coke? Christmas, and you
Christmas
know, Doug,
cocaine.
It was. I think it was Fruity Pebbles Christmas or something. I don't know. I saw it, Doug, but I couldn't jump on it, but I wanted to.
Well, there's like every time I go grocery shopping, I see can I remember any of them? No, but I see a shit ton of like Christmas themed cereals that are takes on like regular cereal.
Yeah.
Whoa. Go ahead.
Well, you'll love this one. Let's bring this one back real quick. Jay said it a lot earlier, but no Mad Elf, so he refuses. He's putting his foot down and not celebrating.
Jay, you should have messaged me. I will gladly send you some. I have.
He's
some.
taking his ball and going home, Doug.
Yeah, I don't. Hey, listen, man. Some things are sacrosanct for Christmas, right?
But Mad Elf, come on, Jay. I don't know, Jay. I mean, okay. Anyway, what's up, Doug?
So, who does the Mad Elf things? I don't know if you guys had we never did that. We were beyond that. We were out of it before that became a thing. Did you have to do that? Did any of the people watching have to do that?
Oh, the elf on the shelf bullshit?
That sounds like such a fucking pain in the ass that I would have been so mad if I had to do that.
My kids were. It came a little. There was a little intersection there that I refused. I just refused. I refused. Not doing it. No.
Yeah.
No. I love my kids, but no.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, before we jump into any other comments, did you pour your second? And if so, what was it?
Yeah, you probably saw the look on my face. This is actually I the look on my face was probably bad, but it wasn't really bad. It's an Admiral. I need to my batty old eyes. I'm like Velma and
get your glasses on, old man.
Yeah. It's a barrel aged Grand Stout, Doug. It's not Imperial. It's Grand.
Good.
This is by Delta Beer Lab. I stopped into there. Yeah, and this is their Black Friday beer. They still had some like 3 weeks ago now. I got this, but it's a big barrel aged stout. Looks like 11%. I can't even read that. Wow, I can't even read that. I don't even think they're trying to let me read it. Actually, if you can see here.
Nope.
Anyway, it's a lot. It's a big one.
It's a big one?
Yeah, and it's really, really sweet and really, really boozy. And I'm gonna let it warm up some because if you saw, I went and grabbed it out of the fridge, so I gotta let it warm up some. But it's a big, bad, boozy one. Nice nightcap. Because once I get off here, I'm gonna go hang out with my boys and see what they're doing. What kind of video games they're playing, or what's going on, or we're still opening gifts because we had a lot of winter solstice gifts. But anyway, Yeah. So it's a big boozy one. What you got?
All right. So what I have is something I pulled something out of my cellar fridge. It's 2 years old. Lovecraftian love language. Rylahian. All right. And I love Lovecraftian stuff. This is from the North Brewery. As you know, that's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
This was 11% in October of 2021, and it's just a barrel aged stout. So no adjuncts. So we'll see how this is after 2 years in my cellar fridge.
All right, y'all. We're gonna bust out some Christmas lists here.
Oh shit!
Doug is making a mess over there.
Almost. Wait, let me show you how this pours.
The head on that is fantastic already.
Yeah. When I opened it, it started like coming up through the fucking. I'm like, whoa!
It didn't lose any carbonation. That's for damn sure.
No, look at that. And that was not an aggressive pour in any way, shape, or form. So.
Wow. Okay. Now, see, mine was a recent one, and I have no carbon. I had no head at all. So yeah.
No, that's very sad when you don't have any head at all, Greg.
Tell me about it. We're talking about the beer, y'all.
Sure we are.
Settle down.
Oh, that just smells fantastic. Although it has some chunks. Smells good, but I don't know if you can see on the glass. There's a bit of chunks into it. So just kind of sweet, not very barrel agey. Like almost like a sweet stout. That's almost how it aged. Okay. So I remember having this fresh, and I really enjoyed it. They did a series of these Lovecraftian love language beers, and they were all different types of stouts.
Yeah.
And that was really up my alley because I'm a big Cthulhu Mythos person. So that was,
But
yeah,
no.
so that was good. No, it's pardon me, it's a bit sweet for my palate, but this is why we sell our stuff to see what happens. So,
Okay. Yeah, Chris is not doing the elf in the shelf. That will be a blender out at some point.
Blender
out. Jerry chimed in. The cipher from Rollertown Beer Works, 10% hazy citrus.
10% hazy?
Woof.
Goodness.
Woof. Short of chewy and thick. Nice. Big old IPA. Yeah, let's see here. Y'all coming in with the comments. You were in prison and had an elf on the shelf, but it was something completely different.
Hey, before we move off of that, quick comment on that. I was in prison, and tomorrow will be the 30th anniversary when I got arrested.
Christmas Eve?
Eve. I got arrested 2 days before Christmas.
Your timing, Doug. Amazing.
That wasn't my timing. That was the cop's timing. So, yeah.
Whatever. Whatever. I think Chris made this comment about us in our, lack of head comment. Pretty sure that was that. Let's see. Yeah, what did Doug just say? Right. Yeah. He's got a point.
Now, so here's the thing. Before we start moving off of that, you can have pastry stouts, and yes, they are sweet. There's a difference between a pastry stout and a sweet stout. You know this, Greg. Sweet stouts are just like diabetes, like worse than the pastry stouts for me. Which I don't know if that's how it is for you, but like sweet stouts are like I generally avoid the sweet stouts because of that. But pastry stouts I want to see because they throw a bunch of weird adjuncts in it. But yes.
Yep. Let's see here. Somebody must have seen us. Do you know who that is, Doug?
Victor.
Oh, Victor.
Our guy, Victor Aragon.
Yeah. All right. Doug, let's jump into this real quick. Doug,
Right.
we're gonna, yeah. It's time for us to talk about or Christmas movies, y'all.
Okay.
Doug and I did Christmas movies. We won't be able to get to Doug's most hated list, but we could maybe go over
That's
it
a
a little bit.
shame. That's a
But
shame.
we will get to our most fun list. We usually let Doug start, but I'll start.
Go ahead, man.
They're my favorite Christmas movies, y'all. So we got 8-Bit Christmas. We got,
Ooh.
of course, Die Hard. And I'm not hearing any Die Hard's not a Christmas thing. You will be banned off of our comment list if you say that. Warning. Including you, Zach. Home Alone, Frosty the Snowman. Doug, Frosty the Snowman. I cried when I was a kid with Frosty the Snowman. It was just a sad story. And Frosty melted, and he never really got to experience summer. Like, everybody loves summer. And Frosty the Snowman will never ever understand or get summer. And that's sad to me. And we really need to understand Frosty the Snowman's plight and not dismiss it like it's nothing that we can't talk about. So, yeah. And then Charlie Brown Christmas is a classic for me. Again, I know some of y'all don't like Charlie Brown. Some of y'all do. It's just a classic for me. It's just what I grew up with. Look forward to it every year. I haven't seen it in a bunch of years, but I'm willing to see it again. So those are my favorite Christmas movies. I really don't. I would say I don't watch them ever. Really, I try to watch new Christmas movies now because there's just so many now, and you could really miss. So, yeah, y'all, that's my list. Take it or leave it, love it or list it. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, that's
love it or list it, right? So, Doug, yours. We'll put yours up here. What were your criteria? I see that. So there's no order in mine, y'all. Here's where's mine again. There's no order in mine. They're all good. 8-Bit Christmas, man. That's the newest one on there. If y'all haven't seen it and y'all grew up in the 80s, y'all need to see it. That's all I got.
I've never seen that, so I'll check that out.
8-Bit Christmas. It's fun. It's fun. Good times. Good times. Doug, your favorite movies are here.
Yeah. So my favorite one is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That shit cracks me up every time I fucking watch it. Elf, because it's funny. All of the Rankin Bass shows, they're not movies, but it's the idea of just like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, The Year Without a Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph's Shiny New Year. I mean, all of those are just fucking classics. I am a little disappointed that I did not put in Home Alone over The Nightmare Before Christmas, because I used to put that up and I was like, fuck, I missed that one. The Last Kiss Goodnight is a superb Christmas movie with Gina Davis. It's like Die Hard's an action movie that's set in Christmas. That's the same thing with Last Kiss Goodnight, but it's actually centered around Christmas. Gina Davis is a badass in that. And The Nightmare Before Christmas is just an interesting take on Christmas, because it's like Halloween and Christmas blended together. So I take that one.
All right, Doug. Well, also, Doug, this is why you're watching, and I should put that up. Yeah, well, this is what we're watching. And you're also watching something else that's not Christmas related, Doug, that I think you want to talk about. Let's put it up here.
Yeah. So thanks to you recommended this Reacher, which is on Amazon Prime. And I had not really gotten along, because the problem was I watched the Reacher movie with Tom Cruise, which was like, and I listened to the first book of the Lee Child series for Jack Reacher, and it was like, meh. And then Tom Cruise didn't really do it justice. But this is like, it's so different. And I'm going to tell you, the Reacher character reminds me a bit of The Witcher, in the sense that The Witcher, is like kind of not a guy of a lot of words and kind of grunts and does dumb things and like, and Reacher isn't quite that, but like in the same vein. He's not a guy that's like really super wordy. What I really didn't expect was how fucking violent it is. It's really fucking violent, but it's really good. So yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right, Victor. That is a dope show, and
It's really borderline on whether it's too much violent or not for me, actually.
Very, very close. It really
Yeah,
teeters
it's
the line.
really, yeah, it does. It hits that line.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, Reacher. So Doug, the second you're probably still in the first season. The second season
Yes.
just dropped, and that's why I was screaming and hollering about it. And I just started actually watching the first episode. And it's just really more of the same. It's just fun. Sometimes the plot could be a little bit hard to follow though, because again, he's so like I forget the word. I don't really know what the word to use for him. He picks up on a lot of the social cues, and there's a lot of things that like he just knows. So yeah, and oh, so I'm pretty sure this is Victor because he's a
yeah. It's
big,
Victor for sure.
yeah, he's a big Reacher fan. Feeling a little bit of delay here. Looks like.
Yeah. There we
Um,
go. Now you're caught up.
okay, cool. All right,
Yeah, it was just a little drag. It's okay. Happens.
all right,
Hey,
all right.
before we move, I want to
Mhm.
say I'm not finishing that beer I had because that is too fucking sweet. Like it's gross for me. So I'm gonna pull a third one that really it's my second because I'm not finishing that other one. So this is something from Ohio from Jackie O's. I don't know if you've ever had anything from them, Greg.
Mm. Mhm.
Dark Apparition Imperial Stout. I fucking love this beer, and I can only get it when I go to Ohio. I don't think they distribute it outside of Ohio, kind of like a New Glarus thing. But this stout, now granted, I haven't had it in probably 3 years because I haven't, not 3 or 4 years, because I can't find it because I'm in New York.
Mhm.
So
Look, they just hired this guy for Reacher to stand there, look jacked, and grunt.
he doesn't grunt all that much. Now, he actually talks, but the thing is, he's almost like a machine. Like he just, like people be like, have a little tact, and he's just like, nope. I'm going to tell you exactly what the fuck's happening, and you're going to have to deal with it, even if it hurts your feelings. Like he's that kind of dude.
Mhm.
And yeah.
He's
Whoa. Daniel Fisher just dropped something there. What?
I could.
I can kind of see it.
I okay, so I just don't know how he's gonna pull off Bruce Wayne because Bruce Wayne, again, I don't remember Bruce Wayne being jacked, like completely jacked like this guy. What's going on over there?
That is much better. So this, like I said, I've had it before, and basically it's a 10% chocolate, toasted caramel, rich coffee, all of that. But like it's really chocolatey more than anything else. But super good. Like I really wish I would have had this instead of the other one. That other one was good fresh, not so good cellared. So yeah. Hey Zach, if you saw Reacher, you'd want him to reach you around too. Sorry, that was maybe I've had too much beer already. I don't know.
It's not called Christmas Eve. It's called Christmas Adam because Adam came before Eve.
Zach.
All right, Zach. All right. Yeah, I don't know how Adam Richson would be.
Richmond? Yeah.
The thing I question, I don't question the Batman part. I question the Bruce Wayne part. How about that?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know how he does that. Yeah, I could see him being more in like the Marvel universe somewhere more than I could see him being Batman. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like not Thor, but like some sort of Thor adjacent sort of character that's like some sort of jack dude. That's yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, he seems to be a good human. So good times, good times. Let's see here, Doug. So yeah, we have another thing. So we didn't see any of your best, or maybe y'all can continue to put the best movies in. Most favorite movie, something we missed, or something you didn't like in the list.
Yeah.
Right ahead,
Stuff.
tell us. We're definitely, what's going on?
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're gonna be a watch list now, Zach. Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let me guess. It was a whole bunch of Reacher pictures with his shirt off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that's a good representation of him because he's a physical specimen for sure. There ain't no
For
question
sure.
about that
He
one.
is he is a like you
And
look at that guy's body and you're like, fuck.
wow. And he played and people who have read the books, which I haven't, Doug, not all of them, but a lot of them say in the comments on the show that he is what people like. Tom Cruise was
Yeah.
not what people thought Reacher would be. He
Yeah.
is like the almost exact human replica of what people vision Reacher would be when they read them books. Like all 23 books or whatever. Like it's crazy. Yep. Yes, this is true.
Yeah,
They knew it was
all right, Jerry.
I mean, and on that note, we'll segue out of that. So this is what Doug and I aren't. We're definitely not trying to hear. These are our worst Christmas songs. I can tell you right now, any of these songs I have on my list, I turn the channel when I hear that shit. I'm tired of it. I actually couldn't fit all the ones that I wanted to fit in there. So we have some honorable mentions that we can get here. But Doug, we'll go with your Doug, we'll go with let's go with your favorites first. Let's go positive first. Okay?
All right, let's do that.
Because you have a favorite, you have a favorites list and I don't. Not to share, we'll figure one out next year. Doug's favorite list, y'all. Doug, you go. You can talk about them.
Yeah, so Christmas in Hollis, Run DMC, that's a fucking classic. I fucking love that. Now, I will say, generally speaking, I'm not a huge Christmas music person. So I'm going to gravitate towards things that are not, I'm going to say not super popular. That's wrong because Last Christmas by Wham is very popular. I love that song, and I love Wham and George Michael, so that's my 80s nonsense popping out. Holly Jolly Christmas by Bro Lodge, that is a fucking classic. Same with Run, Rudolph, Run by Chuck Berry. I think that's just fun. Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses is like this 80s kind of nonsense, silly Christmas song. I just really dig that one. I have an honorable mention for that, though, which is Backdoor Santa by Clarence Carter. And if you haven't heard that, I encourage you to go to YouTube and watch that yourself because I'm not going to talk about it.
Right. And unfortunately, we can't show it because of copyright. But yeah, so Last Christmas, I would like to make a comment on. Last Christmas, it just topped #1 on the British Christmas charts, Doug, for the first time in 30 years. Actually, for the first time ever. But it re-debuted this year, has new life over in the UK. It's to me, it's really, really one of the good ones. It's a lasting one. It's one everybody knows. So I'm a fan of that one. I like all your ones, man. I don't know the Christmas Wrapping one. I probably do, but I probably don't know it by that name. If you know what I mean. I probably heard it though before.
Yeah, the song isn't like when you listen to it, it doesn't sound like, oh, well, they're talking about Christmas wrapping. It's kind of like it's very 80s. So just
who said it? Who said they were silly? Did you say it?
Victor. I said it was silly, but Victor's like they're not silly. So
okay.
And you're right, they are not.
Don't you talk about Hollis. Okay.
That was my favorite one there, Manny. Fucking get off my back, dude. Jesus.
All right, Doug. So I'll let you start the worst. These are Doug's least favorite Christmas songs. Dare I say, if you hear them on the radio, you turn that shit off?
Yeah, angrily. The first one is Dominic the Christmas Donkey. If you have not heard that, just don't fucking do that. You'll be angry.
Don't do that. That's
just don't. Christmas Shoes. If you've heard that song, you know why I'm putting that out. It is awful. Just an awful fucking song. Oh Baby It's Cold Outside. That is I don't need to explain that. That is a super misogynistic song. Yeah.
Didn't age well.
No, at all. No. Yeah. Funky Funky Christmas by New Kids on the Block. self-explanatory. And people might give me some flack for this. Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney and Wings. That song just makes me irrationally angry. Just makes me angry. It makes me angry. Just bad.
So clearly, you're not having a wonderful Christmas time with that one.
No, not at all. No.
Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. It's just not working for you.
No.
Right. The problem with that song is it's fucking overplayed. Way too much. So even if you like it, you hear it too fucking damn much. So here is mine, Doug.
All right, let's do it, baby.
Some familiarity here. So any version of Joy to the World, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce. I can't.
I don't mind that one, actually.
And I listen, I come from a place where I grew up disliking Bruce Springsteen. And the reason is, Doug, is because I only heard the radio songs that get played 16 times over, Born in the USA. And they're not, look, any Bruce fan will tell you that his radio songs are the least complex, least talented Bruce songs, in my personal opinion. If you want real Bruce, you need to go back to Bruce Blues, like in the 70s and all that, and you need to get off of his, in my opinion, his radio songs. And if you get off his radio songs, you can find really good songs. I just never really liked Bruce's voice, and to me, in that song, that's his worst song ever. It's totally fucking horrible. No, I can't do it. Santa Baby, it's another one. Like, I love Madonna. I grew up with Madonna. I had Madonna albums. I had Madonna singles growing up. I'm a Madonna fan. I'm not a hater by any means, okay? But Santa Baby is just, it's just retarded, actually. There's so many other better versions of that song. There's literally 100 better versions of that song. And it's just like her like doing too much, in my personal opinion, in that song. You know, you would think that Santa Baby and Madonna would work great. You would think, for me, it just didn't work. One of the worst songs ever, fucking Christmas or Not. Like, how do you justify the Chipmunks? How does anyone justify the motherfucking Chipmunks? Like, stop it. Like, that is ears to the chalkboard level, Doug. And then the New Kids on the Block, of course, Funky Funky Christmas. We're not even gonna. That shit's abysmal. So I'm gonna give you another one. Honorable mention. While it's funny, Doug, it's a funny ass song, but the song sucks. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Amen.
It's a horrible song. It's funny, but the song is atrocious, y'all. So come at us in the comments. Here's Doug's worst right here. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Doug's favorite. This is Doug's worst. So
I have an honorable mention too.
And here, what's your honorable mention? Let's get some more on here. There's plenty more to go around.
No, there's plenty.
There's plenty.
There's an honorable mention I have called "Please, Daddy, Don't Get Drunk at Christmas" by John Denver.
Any John Denver Christmas song.
That fucking goddamn song is depressing as fuck. It's.
Wait.
No. I said that song sucked. Jerry, don't you?
It's right here, Jerry. I think it's right here. Wonderful Christmas Time, McCartney and the Wings. There you go, Jerry. It's right there. No, don't get no pass here. No. Jerry, by that comment, I suggest that you don't like it, right, Jerry? Is that the gist? Right. Your mom can't take a joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. You missed the comment. He said a few comments before that. What's the difference between a joke and 3 eggplants? Your mom can't take the joke.
But she can take 3 eggplants.
Fucking Manny.
So this should have been on my favorites list, actually. I love Jerry. I have that whole album, that whole doom, 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 doom. Now we're gonna get copyrighted. That's one of my favorite Christmas albums. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, actually. And I love it. I have the vinyl, Jerry. So I'm with you there. That should have made mine.
So you're gonna do the Zach thing. The Zach thing. Oh, I have the vinyl.
Yeah. Oh, Simply Having a Wonder. Someone loves it. Okay, is that Vic? Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's Imani Powell. Imani, come on, dude. Come on. Don't do that.
I get it. I got it. Yeah. Right. Yeah, sorry, Zach. I don't know. What
Hey, I
so,
have one other thing, and it's a caveat because it's nostalgic for me. When my parents would decorate for Christmas and on Christmas Day, they would play Johnny Mathis Christmas songs because Johnny Mathis sang all the Christmas songs, and Johnny Mathis has a fantastic voice and like all Little Drummer Boy and all that fucking shit that I hated unless he sang it. So
okay, well, you get a Johnny Matheson. I'm not going to one up you, but I want to give one to another one I couldn't add because I couldn't pick one song is the Jackson 5. All of them are bangers besides the Santa, Daddy's a
I saw
Santa.
mommy. Was it I saw mommy?
I saw mommy.
Yeah, that is not good. But the
That's the
rest of them
worst
were
one.
great.
Yeah, that's the worst one. But all the rest of them are bangers. And again, I don't know if I put that out there somewhere, Doug. Was it on here or was it somewhere I put it out there where it's really funny that the Jackson 5 was running around singing Christmas songs when they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes, they were Jehovah's Witnesses.
But we'll forget all about. Yeah, we won't. We'll leave that one go. We'll leave that one go. I mean,
you know why? You know why? Because you know why?
Well, money, but you can't shut down Michael Jackson. Like, I'm not even trying to act like they did the wrong thing. They did the right thing here. I mean, that was just Michael Jackson. I mean, him and, when he was a kid, I mean, he was just amazing no matter what. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when him as a kid he was just belting out hits as a kid. He was just amazing. And those Christmas songs just, and my oldest son said to me, he's like, did Jackson 5 have any bad songs? And I'm like, the Mommy Kisses Santa Claus is one of them. Yeah, very few. What were you going to say, Doug?
I was actually going to pop up Zach's comment about his nostalgia bit. Andy Williams Christmas. I have not listened to that.
Oh, yeah. I love it so much. She went to take the record. I went to take the record for myself as a piece of my youth. And she sold all her records for little lunch money before.
That sucks.
Doug,
here I thought it was like some cool thing about his nostalgia, and I'm like, oh shit, that's bad.
Yeah, I saw Mommy Kiss the Santa Claus was made into an adult movie.
Hey, what hasn't been made into an adult movie at some point?
I think Manny knows them all. I don't know if
I'm sure Manny is a connoisseur.
Yeah, maybe we need to explore that the next time, Manny. No, Jerry.
No,
that should have been on mine too. Jerry, that's the only version of This Christmas that I accept. And I know there's a couple other ones that are pretty good, actually. Because I've heard them. But Donny Hathaway's one is just, I mean, it's just, oof, that's nostalgia. That should have made mine too, Jerry. So yeah, this list was hard, man, because as you see, y'all, it was funny. Actually, as you'll see, even with Doug's, I didn't have that much space. So Doug gives me his damn list today. I'm like, Doug, I need your list. Can you give me your list? And we talked about it like 2 weeks ago. Doug drops his motherfucking list on me Friday afternoon, y'all. So anyway.
Yeah, and I dropped 4 lists on you. You want lists, motherfucker? I got lists.
I was like, Doug, fuck you. I was like, I might as well just put the middle finger emoji up at that point. But no, we try to get I do a lot with the graphics, as y'all seen. We've grown as a graphic thing.
Yeah,
so I try to get them done early.
You're a wizard, Harry, with that. So yes.
But it's all good. But just so you know, y'all, we were limited. You can see right here, we could only put so many. So Jerry caught me on a bunch. Jerry, of course, but I'll take that as respect because Jerry and I have, as black males growing up at pretty much the same age. We were, given the same experiences almost, it feels like, as far as music goes, especially when I listen to his podcast, Modern Booze and Beats, y'all. I find that Jerry and I have a lot of common, like, past, and I mean, I already know that you did too, Doug, because, you already, but Jerry and I have it. So Jerry calling me out is good shit there. So,
absolutely.
He didn't even mean to. Yeah. I had to subscribe to Ken. Yeah, you're right. Correct. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so what about Little Drummer Boy with David Bowie and Bing Cosby? Okay, I don't remember that.
I heard that. I actually heard that today, and because they basically took David Bowie, Bing Crosby I think he was dead by the time they just kind of merged Bing Crosby's voice in with David Bowie to make a version of this.
Okay. Good times.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about Bing Crosby's problematic shit. But yes.
Oh, I don't even know about that. Okay, I'll do
Ooh, yes.
I'll do the rabbit hole soon after we click end here.
Yeah.
Donny Hathaway, man, that's I mean, yeah, I missed on that one. I won't next year for sure. No, oh no, he was alive. There's a video of it. Okay.
Oh,
I
really?
thought you were old,
I
but
am old.
he
I am old.
is.
Maybe
He
I
is.
was just thinking of something different, but
Right. He is, y'all. Don't let's not yeah, don't do that.
sorry.
Don't do that. All right, Doug.
I,
Um,
I I wonder if that was similar to like the Lady Gaga Tony Bennett thing. Like maybe that's
oh
what that
yeah,
was like. Yeah.
yeah. And while we're here with that, they did Christmas music, didn't they?
I think they made a Christmas album
Okay,
together.
okay.
And that was before Bennett really his dementia and everything kind of took
Yeah,
a hold of
they did
him,
another one too.
yeah.
And I really think that that's affected Gaga probably more than we think because I don't know if
Mhm.
she's even put any music out since he's passed. So and you know she's obviously very prolific and she puts out a lot of music. So for her not to put out music since he's passed is probably a tribute to a lot to her because you know by all reports they grew very close.
Yeah.
Um, so that's something I really never explored, Doug. I think I need to go down that rabbit hole one of these days. Throw one of
Oh,
those.
you need another rabbit hole. That's what you need. Is another rabbit hole to fucking delve down into.
Right, but it's so weird. Like those two together seems really weird, and it's weird enough for me to jump in and see what the hell's going on there. Because I know that they won some awards and they were around singing. So yeah, let's see. Then put Bowie
Yeah,
in the
that's what I think they were doing. Is I think they put Bowie and some Bing footage to kind of have them sing together in a video, and I think that's what I was thinking of.
right.
Jerry Richard, you're being called out here. I mean, what's your all-time
Yeah.
favorite?
Are you talking, Benny? Is that just Christmas songs, or is that the songs in general? I would assume that we're talking Christmas songs.
I think we're talking
Um,
Christmas. So.
so yeah, man, we're gonna wrap up here shortly, y'all. So get your favorite movies, favorite songs in. We will highlight them, but we're gonna go in here and celebrate this holiday weekend. But we wanted to come on and celebrate with y'all a little bit and take
Yeah.
a little bit of stress out of your Friday. We didn't bring up any serious subjects tonight, and I don't know. We still got time, but we weren't looking to do that. Yeah, oh yeah. So Christmas, Jerry, yeah. Any I remember talking to Jerry about Donny Hathaway's This Christmas. I believe us having a conversation about that. But now that song's in my head now, so I'm gonna have to go and play that shit for y'all. So all I want for Christmas is to play duels with Douglas. So
If you call me Douglas, I'm not going to play duos with you.
So Zach, we should share names. We should share gamer names, gamer
Oh,
tags.
hey, here's the thing. He and I are friends on there, so don't let him fucking. I seriously, the problem is when I play, it's me and my wife, and we switch between each other. Like I'll play around, she plays around. So yeah, so that's my excuse.
Anyway, Zach, we should exchange. Maybe I can get my gamer tags off my sons, and you can play with them too. Because they do the Fortnite. Rumor has it, Doug, that there may be an Xbox entering this house. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we do have a gaming PC that plays Fortnite. The boys play Fortnite anyway.
No. I actually don't care, but no.
We'll just put an end to that real fast. So JG has this list here. Die Hard Elf sounds very familiar, dog.
Yeah.
He's covered every one that we have.
All right. I have a point to make on this though, real quick. Guys love saying Die Hard's a Christmas movie, and I agree.
Okay, but
a lot of women do not.
Oh, so it's a woman thing.
No, not a woman thing. I just think there is some sort of gendered bit to it that, like, they feel like, oh, well, if you're saying, well, that's not true. I've seen a bunch of guys to be like, that's not a Christmas movie because just because it takes place doesn't make it a Christmas movie. I disagree. I think if it takes place around Christmas, that makes it a Christmas movie, regardless of what fucking genre it is. I don't give a shit. There's Christmas horror movies that we didn't mention that are part of it, and yeah, I just if it takes place during Christmas, can we ask people before we go? Give us your worst Christmas movies because
Please.
I have two. And it is my top worst Christmas movie is A Christmas Story. I fucking hate that movie with the passion of 1,000 suns, the fire of 1,000 suns. That movie is like all the worst behavior of a dysfunctional family. And people go, well, that was my upbringing. Well, your upbringing sucked. Sorry. If that was your upbringing, people hated each other and it was not great. I don't like that. I don't that makes me. I'm not a person who gets anxiety over things. That movie makes me anxious. I don't like it. I really fucking hate it. And my other one that I really hate is Love Actually, because it is all a bunch of shitty dudes doing shitty stuff to women. The entire movie.
And then you have a movie franchise too that you don't like.
What am I missing? What did I forget? Like I've had several beers.
I'm talking about a whole franchise. You on your list, you said a whole. You're like in all of the.
Oh, the Santa Claus, Clause. All of that series fucking blows.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Okay. That whole you're throwing it all in the trash.
All of it.
Okay.
Mostly because of Tim Allen, because he's a shitweed. But
this is true. All right. Let's see here. So we got comments to come on. What's up, Rod?
Hey, Rod. Welcome here.
What's up, Rod? So Rod says Die Hard starts with him trying to get home to the wife for the holidays, and that's why it's a Christmas movie. And there's a Christmas party and
Christmas party at Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah, there's all of it. It's listen, if you say that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, then neither is fucking Home Alone. And I will fight you for that because Home Alone is a Christmas movie too. Period. It's centered around it. Oh, Doug, one of your worst movies too was Home Alone 3. But I want to one up you, Doug. If you want to see a worse movie than Home Alone 3, see Home Alone 5.
Oh yeah. Once they got past 2, 1 and 2 were great. And after that it was just terrible.
Yeah. 5, you and I could have did a better job making a movie. So then more comments here. So Jeff said that Greg just gave away the family Christmas gift. Greg just gave away his birthday gift, is what he just did. Jeff, as the story goes, my kids don't want an Xbox. They're PS5 kids. They're PS5 and
they're wrong, but that's okay.
And computer kids, and they do not want an Xbox. I tried multiple avenues to convince them to use my fatherly Jedi word on them to see if they wanted an Xbox because I wanted to play Starfield. So the compromise was to finish our media PC. So with a media PC, we could play all the Xbox games and all that. So we got Starfield on the media PC. They haven't played it yet, Doug. We loaded it up almost. But I asked for an Xbox for my birthday, Jeff, and rumors have it might be there on my birthday. So we'll see about that. So I gave away my birthday gift. Jerry answered, I think, Manny's question, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep. Oh, come, Emmanuel, during his freshman year. And one of my favorite songs, The Carol. Wow, as far as non-religious, Christmas time is here. Okay, is that the Christmas time is here? Is that the Charlie Brown one, which I fucking love?
I think.
Okay. So, Jerry, this is where Jerry and I part. Oh, come, Emmanuel is one of my least favorite Christmas songs ever.
But I could see why he digs it if he was involved in doing like an acapella.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. So I agree. I was gonna say that.
But one other thing I want to ask of everybody is, have you ever had carolers come to your house? because I have never, ever, ever had that happen ever.
I think once. And I live out in the sticks, y'all. So yeah. So Star Wars Saga is not a Christmas movie, but they always show them during Christmas, and I always watch them.
Yeah, now
I think that's Victor, right? It's probably
no, that's Imani. But
Oh, okay, Monty. Okay.
that my wife's family is actually what they watch on Christmas is the
The original trilogy.
the original trilogy. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the dope one.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
anybody will argue that that's, even Star Wars haters like Aaron Govea, ears ringing Aaron somewhere. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. Doug,
Yeah, fuck that off.
Doug,
I'd fuck right off with that.
Doug, I assume that you didn't see the sequel that came out recently. Okay, cool, I got
No, and I'm not going to.
it. Right. My favorite Christmas movie is I Saw Mommy Kiss the Santa Claus. Is that what rating is on that? What's the rating?
Well, he was the one that also said earlier there was an R-rated version of some other movie. So yeah, Manny probably knows that's a fucking X-rated thing.
Oh, JG, Violent Night. You ever see that one?
That is a really fun Christmas horror movie. Yes. There's another one called Krampus, which is fucking great. But that's about Krampus. That's not about Santa Claus or anything.
Okay. Rod likes the Santa Claus movies. They're vastly popular. Just Doug doesn't like them. Mm-hmm.
I know. Mm-hmm. It's largely because of Tim Allen, so I will say that. But yeah.
Let's see. The worst Christmas movie is the one where the small town person moves to a big city and comes back home for Christmas, falls in love with someone, falls for someone they went to high school with, stays in town and rents a small. That's like 15 of them, isn't it, Doug?
That's all of the Hallmark movies. All of them.
Oh, look, Mandy's already there.
Yeah, Mandy's correct.
Oh, I forgot. We've dropped our Christmas music. We got to get back to it. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah. That's it, Victor.
And our buddy Art.
Yeah, Art Eddie for sure. So
I feel like that's Art.
No, it's not Art. It's actually Victor, but he's not wrong. So
Look at that. Violent Night, I've never seen it. Okay.
Yeah, that's our guy Allo, who's on next week.
Yes. What's up, Allo? We'll talk to you soon. Look, all y'all coming in. Amani's going to be a guest soon too, y'all.
Yep.
I think that's January 17th or something like that. So
it's in January. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, JHG, we got it hooked up to the big TV. That's coming soon. Soon. So where does Kiss Save Santa fall on your list?
Not at all.
I don't even know what that is. I mean, I know who Kiss is, but I don't know that song. Now, who is that? Because now I'm gonna go and experience that. In fact, let me write that down actually. While we're here, Kiss.
Good luck with that because I'm not experiencing that. Fuck that.
Do you know what? Have you ever seen it?
I've heard of it, and I listened to I think 2 songs of that, and I'm just like, no.
Right. Anyone mentioned Black Christmas? The calls coming from inside the house. I heard good things about this one.
That movie appears on both the worst Christmas movies and the best Christmas movies. It is a rare movie that does that.
Okay.
Rotten Tomatoes has it rated very highly, but it gets panned in a lot of things. So that's our guy Allo. He was like, how cool is that? Like I've never had that, and I just
so they came to the cul-de-sac and then just sit in the middle and just sung. That's badass. Okay. So my son was like, don't carolers ask for money? And I'm like,
no.
I think
they just go and sing, and that's what they do. So,
you can tell.
But I think that's kind of cool that they went to a cul-de-sac, like we're going to park and you guys can listen to us. I actually think that's better than singing at each house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's an unpopular take. Not what JHG says, what I'm about to say. The metalhead can't really take metal versions of Christmas songs. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Trans-Siberian Orchestra is now overplayed. Okay, here is the unpopular take. Trans-Siberian Orchestra is trash. There you go. Come at me in the comments. I know y'all going to, because I know people like that shit. Doug, what do you think about my unpopular take of the?
I don't really have an opinion on them. I don't listen to their stuff. It's not my jam, but at the same time, I just look at it like I had friends who actually went to a concert for them recently, and they really enjoyed it. But they're people that are probably 15 years older than Jill and I, and that's probably their market is just the older folks who want to continue to think that they're rocking out, but not really.
They have that one song, their most popular song. It should have been on my.
What is their most popular song? I have no idea. They all sound the same.
It's the one that they play all the fucking time. I think it's. Sorry, y'all. I don't want to pee on anybody's Trans-Siberian Orchestra's parade, but oof, I can't do them. Let's see. They were like a community group. Neighbors set up cocoa and wine.
And mulled wine. That's cool.
Yeah, and pass out cookies.
As long as they didn't pass out mulled wine to the kids, that's good.
Right.
Here, kids, how about some wine?
How old is kids? Because I don't know. I would let my 18-year-old drink some, but he wouldn't because gotta go to the mall and see if Target anybody use my Apple.
You didn't see the thing earlier where he was saying him and his wife's credit cards were like compromised, so that it's like at Christmas, so they're like fucked because they're like have to go buy shit.
Where's that? Now I'm scrolling back up.
That's way back up, but he was like, "Merry Christmas," like kind of, dude. That fucking blows. I'm sorry, Zach.
Zach, he only has one kid too. What the fuck, Zach?
Yeah, man. If you have 4, motherfucker.
Right. Well, meanwhile, Zach's out here spending what $70 on some chicken fingers. So Just say it, Zach. Save those chicken fingers and.
Hey, motherfucker! You attack us the entire show, so.
He gets a little bit of a pushback, dog, and now he can't handle it. Oh, Zach, we'll see Zach too in the
we'll see Zach in a year
in the co-host seat though. He's gonna be here in my seat, y'all, and I won't be around, or I will be, but not. Yeah, see, look.
The Rosenberg takeover. That sounds like was that what Oppenheimer the movie was based on? Was the Rosenberg takeover?
An atomic bomb? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know.
So,
dude, I am so looking forward to Zach doing that. I can't tell you. That's going to be so much. It's going to be long as fuck. It's going to be great though.
It's going to be a mess, right? If you've seen those videos of houses lit up and sync to the song, right? He's talking about the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, whatever their most popular one is, and I could hum it, but then I think I would get copyrighted anyway. Yeah, JHG, it's just too much. I just can't do Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Maybe next year we'll do the worst Christmas band stuff. We'll just blend them all in. So my guess will be number one guest. My commenters will be the number one commenters. Okay.
Dude, I totally believe you. Let's do it.
Does Zach actually have a guest? He has a guest, right?
Yeah, he does. He already he sent us a message with him, like a TikTok video, which I know you abhor TikTok. So
well, I understand all that, Doug, but half the time I don't know whether I could take Zach seriously or not. So then I just need
that is very fair. That is very fair. That is very fair.
Right. So I'm like, is this really him? Is it not? Whatever. Either way, y'all know it's gonna be fun. So we're going to get out of here, but we have some things to talk about, y'all, before we do. Yeah. So speaking of that, the first of the year next year, our first episode, y'all, is not going to be our normal show, y'all. It's going to be Badger Beer Hour's BIB Takeover with Chris Drosner returning to the Badger Beer Hour and Landon Cherny and yours truly. And we're going to have Wisconsin beer guests. But we're not, listen, y'all, if you're not in Wisconsin, you're going to be able to enjoy it. Because I'm getting these motherfuckers out of the Badger Beer Hour kind of thing. If y'all seen Badger Beer Hour, you know what we do there. I'm kind of proud of that project. We do really good things. We're even involved in a lawsuit, which we'll talk about, because we are the only streaming beer kind of thing here in Wisconsin. I'm really proud of that project. I love the people I work with there. It's really good times. But we're kind of straightforward with that. Here we get to have some shenanigans, do some craziness, do some silliness. So that'll be January 5th, y'all. Please tune in, even if you're not from Wisconsin. And y'all run the comments. So y'all can easily, and y'all always do, derail us from what we want to talk about. So y'all can do that again, and I would love it. We would love it. Our guests are going to be great. Actually, both of them have appeared here on Badger or on Brothers and Booze.
Yep.
So that's a little bit of a hint. I'll give away one of them next week, but I want to kind of tease y'all. But they're going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So, but 2 days before that, Doug, we will have.
Yeah, this is going to be fucking nuts. Like we say this about a lot of things with the Cult Bar. This is some shit. I don't even know what to tell you. All I'm going to say is like the leader of the cult dies and they keep her body for a year. Just for display. She's not embalmed. She's just on display.
So Weekend at Bernie's?
Like worse. Worse. They're not moving her around, but like there's some fumigation that should probably have gone out and they didn't. So yeah.
Okay, well, join Renee and Doug right after the new year for that wonderfulness. Doug, where can people see that if they want to book up on it on the holidays so they can be ready for your show?
That is on Max. Well, HBO Max if you're fucking old like me, because fuck that dumb shit. But yeah, it is. I think it's 3 or 4 episodes. It's not long. But I'm going to tell you, when I sent this to Renee and I was like, maybe we should look at this. And she was like, oh, I think I heard of this. And she was like, she looked for 2 minutes. She goes, oh, we're definitely doing this. Like, this is fucking nuts. And I'm like, this is the thing. We want the craziest, weirdest shit. Like the Twin Flames was, I feel like we keep escalating the amount of nuts that we put on this show. So, yeah.
I don't even know what to say half the time with y'all on this shit. I know I was part of the inspiration for it, but man, this is wild. And it seems like it's only getting wilder. And y'all have done what? Y'all have done what?
This will be our 14th or 13th or 14th episode. So it's not like we've done like we're a little over a year into it. Like this last episode or the episode before was our year thing, and then we did one more. So this would be 14 months.
Wow. And last is certainly not least is next week's stream.
Yeah,
Aloe. And we will, well, as you can see there, maybe we can get Doug to do some dancing.
Probably not.
You used to do it though, don't
yeah, I might share an image that I found recently of me dancing when I was 19 years old.
There we go. But
that'll be what you get out of me. So.
As you see, we'll talk with Aloe. We'll talk with his beer concierge business that he has now. We'll talk to him about becoming a certified cicerone and that process. We'll talk about what he's doing to help other people become cicerones. We will talk about, as you see, 2024. I will probably complain that it's the worst holiday ever. I always do this time of year. Y'all know this. Y'all know the reasons why. Or if not, you'll be nicely reminded. So yeah, that's next week, y'all. A couple days before the new year. And that'll be fun. We'll talk about New Year's Eve traditions. Do y'all like fireworks? Are there people lighting off fireworks? We'll talk about all that shit. Doug, what's going on with these commenters here? It looks like we're settling down here. All right, imagine Bed salsa under the body. What are we talking about?
That is the woman that was on display in the for a year as her body decomposed. The bed salsa. What a comment, Zach. That wins for the evening. So yes.
And we're going to wrap here, but I don't even know if the that we say so. We'll say yay aloe, and also we have something to literally cleanse our palate because
Yes, please.
wasn't Zach supposed to be leaving to not buy gifts or something? Anyway, I'm going to start. I'm going to start here. I had an Admiral, which is definitely a playoff Star Wars for sure. You can see those letters down there from Delta Beer Company. It was a barrel aged stout. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, pretty solid. But this one was the showstopper. This one's really, really good. This is something I'll probably have when I first wake up on Christmas. Really, Christmas morning.
Should.
Yeah, it's really nice. Light. It's everything you want out of a Guinness with that nice subtle hint of coffee and the nice nitro. If you all like nitro beers, pick it up. It was cheap as all hell too, Doug. It was a 4-pack was $9.
Well, that's nuts.
That's nuts. They're almost giving that shit away. So, especially with the prices of craft beer, they're undercutting a lot of craft beer with that. I mean, this is a price that only they could probably, afford, given that they put out massive amounts of stout every year, being Guinness. So, good times with that, man. If y'all can get this, get it. And like I said, it's cheap. And this would be a nice one too, to especially on Christmas, to bring to Christmas, and then maybe get some people who don't normally drink craft beer will probably love this, especially coffee folks. Love it, man. Love it. So, what's going on, Doug, with yours?
All right. So for me, I had this. This is a 2-year-old beer. It really did not age well. This was really good fresh. So yeah, not a great cellaring project. I didn't finish this. I literally don't have all of it poured out of the can. I have that much, and I'm not drinking it. That'll get dumped, which is unusual for me. I never do that.
Yeah, sure.
I never do that.
We know this.
Yeah. So
aging didn't go well there.
Not for that one.
Yeah.
So my second favorite was Great Lakes Barrel Aged Christmas Ale. This was really good. Like I said, it reminded me of Mad Elf without the cherries. If you're like, look at Mad Elf and go, the cherries are a no-go for me. This will really tickle your fancy. This is really good.
Tickle. Yes.
Yeah. This was my favorite. This is the Dark Apparition Imperial Stout. I am sending some of this to you, Greg. This is so fucking good. So goddamn good. It is just a super solid standard barrel-aged Imperial Stout that I wish I had bought 2 4-packs of it and not just one. I'm a dummy and I should have bought more. So yeah.
Man, yeah, but it's hard to know just by the can, as you already know.
No, I've had it before. I knew I really liked it. I knew I liked it. And I just said, well, I'm just going to buy a 4-pack because I was in Ohio and I bought a bunch of shit that I can't buy here. And I was like, well, I can't buy a second 4-pack because, and I just should have bought it.
Okay, well, then I'll say, damn it, Doug. That's it.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you. At first I didn't agree with you, but you convinced me to say damn it, Doug. So we're going to wrap up here with our last comments. Hold on, Doug, there.
Sorry.
Yay, aloe. No worries. Yay, aloe. Daniel's looking forward to that. Daniel knows aloe from the
that's our guy aloe right there.
He's looking forward to it. Yep. JG's got something to do with his advent calendar. A whiskey advent calendar.
Dude, I am dying to have one of those.
Doug, that sounds right up your alley, boo. Wow.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I'll do what I want. I mean,
okay, Zach.
Really? Like
you wear multiple slippers in the house
with multiple robes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking a celebration.
That's a good choice.
Classic. JHG, I won't hesitate to get that. You shouldn't. And at the price, you'll probably get two. Trust me, get two. And bring them to Christmas. Like I said, Jackie O's is damn solid, and that's a great call on that one from them, Doug.
Dude, that beer is fucking really goddamn solid, really good Imperial Stout.
My sentiments exactly, JHG. Damn it, Doug. Damn it. Now what I do take is last year's advent calendar, put a pinch of.
I think we need to end on that. Oh.
I'm just gonna roll the fucking credits here. I'm sorry that we exposed y'all to that on this wonderful Christmas time, as Paul McCartney and the Wings would say. We are clearly having a wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah. Happy holidays, folks.
Happy holidays. Yeah, we will see y'all next week. We wish y'all the best holiday possible. We thank y'all for y'all support. This was literally probably one of the most commented and watched streams of the whole year. No guests, Doug. So that means that y'all actually like us maybe as much as you like the guests, and the guests are fabulous, as y'all know. So we'll take that as a compliment that we know y'all meant it to be.
Yep.
So happy solstice, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy all that.
Yep.
Cheers again. Sending the best of love to all of you who support us, and we love you all. And JHG is a witch, confirmed. I mean, I don't even know if JHG would disagree with that. But what y'all won't disagree with is that the outros on the stream are really, really banging. So stick around for the whole thing, y'all.
Yep.
And y'all, again, last time I'll say it, have a great holiday. Hopefully yours is joyous and loving and fun. And if you can, drunk, buzzed, have a good time, y'all. Don't hurt yourselves. We'll see you next week with Aloe. And Doug, that all goes out to you, of course. But we usually hit end stream, and then we usually say that. But same to you, my friend. Pleasure doing this with you every Friday.
Always.
I don't know if I could stand anybody else doing with. So the fact that you've weathered this 3 years, my friend, that shows something about you. So, all right, y'all, we're out of here. Have a good one.
Love you, folks.
Happy holiday. Love you, Doug. Love all of you.
Yep.
And cheers.
Yep. Take care, folks.